Value is the most important thing when it comes to rug hooking, and how you place the values tells the viewer what belongs with what. So for instance, in the video that you're going to see coming up, I give some advice during one of our live hook-ins. And the roof and the siding of a house can be very important, particularly when it's splattered with fields in behind. Lots of colorful things going on, lots of different values. What you want to make sure is that the values that you use for the building, for the roof, and for the chimney all relate to each other and do not relate to the field. Otherwise, it's going to get lost in the field. It's not so much about color, it's about value. So take a look at this example and see what I mean. Go ahead, Paula.
I'm working on the house, the house that you let us have. Thank you very much. In the field and stuff. But can I have a red roof with a white building?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay.
If you were talking to a builder, would the builder say no?
No.
Take into
Yeah.
consideration what your background walls are going to be. What's your background walls?
Well, here it is. Can you see it?
Mhm. Okay.
And the white thing with the red blocks in it is the window. And then here's the top, and here's the roof. Well, I kind of like it all white. I could do it all white and red, couldn't I?
Okay, now that's not my pattern. I don't know whose pattern that
No,
is.
no, it's in another room. This is
Okay.
what I was playing with from your pattern,
Right.
just doodling.
The biggest problem is particularly with white houses. Now in real life, you can put any color roof on any color house, right? But in a composition, if you have a white house and you put a really dark roof, depending on what your background is, that roof could look like it belongs to the background more than it looks like it belongs to the house.
Okay.
So you have to manage that. You have to figure that out and make sure that your background that goes up around particularly the roof area, does not look as dark as the roof, because otherwise the roof's going to look like it's part of the field.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
have to manage where those values fall. One thing that when I'm teaching, I always say, like, if you're going to have a bird, particularly when it's like one of those fractal styled birds, and you've got a bird and he's got like a collar on and then his head, you want the bird and the body of the bird to be the same value. They can be different colors, that's fine, but you want them to be the same values. Otherwise, it could look like the head belongs more to the background than it does to the body of the bird. What's going to happen? Value. I've always preached that value is more important than color. And we should probably call it value planning, not color planning. But value is what ties everything together. So if you have something that's medium and the top is medium, the bottom's medium, it's going to look like it's one thing. But when you start breaking it up into values, it could look at a quick glance like it's two different things. If part of it's light, part of it's dark. So colors fun, colors, right up in there. But if you don't get the values right, it's going to confuse the message that your rug is saying.
I just did like fields. We have a place out here that sells ranunculus, and it looks like you're in Holland. The whole field, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just like, I thought, okay. So I was just picking up worms and do, and it came. So I don't really have a background of one such thing. And this
but
is
you
like
still have a background. That's still a background, Paula.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
It's still a background. What color is that field of flowers? Or what value is that field of flowers? And how does that relate to what value you're going to use for the roof?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So background doesn't mean one color. If you've been with
Oh,
me
God.
for any length of time, you know that I never hook a background with one color.
Right.
I bring in 20, 30 different colors on a big rug. You know, I'm going to be using all different kinds of colors. They're all similar value, and that's how they relate, but they're all different
Mhm.
colors.
I think I used mostly mediums and darks. The only thing I think in there is like light is the bottom of the house. But I'm gonna hook the roof in white and outline it in red, and then I'll show you Tuesday.
If you want to learn more about value planning, you can check out my course, Practical Color Planning for Rug Hookers. It's a deep dive into color planning. Everything I've learned over the last 23-ish years that I've distilled into my best teaching things that I give to students when I'm teaching a class. I've never been able to teach all of them all at once because certain things apply to certain rugs. But here you get to see all of the tips and tricks that I use in color planning and help to make color planning understandable for students. So if you've been perplexed by what color to put where, start with the Practical Color Planning course. If you want something a little bit more affordable and a little bit more long term, then join the rug hooking journey. It's a month-to-month subscription. You can save a ton by subscribing for a year, but start out with a month, see how you like it, and you can always upgrade from within the membership. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you need other videos to watch, watch these.